All right, I'm back. So let's go ahead and continue real quick here. Because like we was going into studying the show yourself approved, man. You just can't be out here winging the doctrine and winging the word just to sound prolific. You have to know what you're talking about. The image of the beast is not the image of Jesus Christ. Because here it is, regular modern day quote unquote Christianity is not ruling the world no more, man. They're done with the Bible. They're getting ready to outlaw the Bible. They're getting ready to outlaw so-called Christianity. Did they use Christianity as part of a ploy to encapsulate, enslave our people? Absolutely they did. But that's not the image of the beast that's written about here in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. That's what we're reading about is a system that's going to be introduced. A system. Okay, not a picture of Jesus Christ, man. Let's continue.
That's how he speaks. Today they give him power to speak, to represent his son Caesar Borgia.
That's wrong.
So we've been worshiping Caesar Borgia ever since the time of Renaissance all the way to now.
And like the Elder Apostle Gabar mentioned, which I'm not going to really go deep on it because he already made the point. Cesare Borgia, okay, which was the son of Pope Rodrigo, all right, that was what? 1300s or so. Serapis Christus was before that. And really going back into Serapis Christus, it just goes back to ancient Babylonian Sumerian gods. Semiramis, Tammuz, and Nimrod, all that kind of stuff. Right?
Go on. And cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's when he signed a paper bull to come over here. He said,
Wrong. That's wrong. So if that's the case, you got to think about it. Think logically. If that is the case, why is there atheists? Why is there Buddhists in America? Why is there Buddhists, period? Why is there Hindus? Right? Why is there Egyptologists, if that's the case? If the image of the beast, and he killed those who didn't worship the image, which when you get that word killed, it means to be separated. And you see the separation taking place right now with this whole thing. And the mass separation that's really going to take place is if you comply to MOTB. The mark of the beast, the RFID microchip, man. That's what it's talking about, man. It ain't talking about no the papal bulls. Not this verse here. This is talking about a new system being implied, man. Like I said, was Christianity used as a weapon to enslave our people? Yes, it was. It was used as a weapon to enslave the minds of our people. Yes, that is true. That's not the image of the beast, though. That's not the image of the beast. Because if that's the case, like I mentioned before, if you will be killed if you didn't worship this image, and he causeth all, both small and great, as he's about to try to break down here in a minute, why are there other different so-called religions still flourishing? Now, Christianity, there is so-called millions of billions of Christians, right? But you don't got people dying right now, whereas they're pushing and plastering the image of Jesus Christ all over the world. Hell, you got all kinds of God. The scripture says God. Man, let's get it. What's that? 1 Corinthians 4? God's many. I think it's 1 Corinthians 4 or 1 Corinthians 8, one of those two. Might be 8. Let me just type it in. God's many. 1 Corinthians 8. So it was there. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 5. For though there be called gods, whether in heaven or in earth, as there be gods many and lords many, right? So there's many gods or many idols, if you will, that people worship. Hindu, Buddhism, black consciousness, the black woman, themselves, the fucking, excuse me, the spaghetti god. And if you think I'm lying, look it up. I'm not just saying that to be joking. There's different kinds of gods or idols that many people worship. That's just true. And like I said earlier, they are done with Christianity. They're done using the Bible to use it as a weapon. They're not using, you don't see them using the Bible to promote the vat or the juice. You don't see them using the Bible to promote it. You may have a politician here and there that may say something, but they're not using the scriptures to promote their NWO agenda right now. That's just true. And prove that I'm lying. Prove that we are lying. You can't, because it's not true. Let's go back, man.
That's when he signed a paper, Bo, to come over here. He said, you know what? As you come over here and conquer the Americas, make sure you convert them to Christianity.
Because they won't follow my son's image or my image.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's what the whole thing was about. Them following and worshiping his son's image.
No. You are 100% wrong, man. That's not true. Like I said earlier, and I'm going to say it again. If that is the case, how come you're not being killed today if you don't worship Jesus Christ today? So you got to tell me, so you trying to tell me the military that's going across these different nations, the American military, right? They're going across many different nations, putting different nations of people to death over Jesus Christ. Is that what's going on? Christianity? No, it's not happening, bruh. It's not happening, my man. That's not true. So stop. That's false. That's a lie. That's incorrect. And you could sincerely just be wrong. And it's okay. It's okay to be sincerely wrong. But if you're just being wrong just to be a contrarian, that's different. But if you're sincerely wrong, it's okay to be wrong. But correct what you're saying, because that's not true. That's incorrect. John the Revelator was seeing a vision of the end times. That's why it's called the book of... What does the book of Revelation mean? Apocalyptos, the pulling back of the veil. John the Revelator was seeing something that these Edomites will be setting up in the last days.
Them worshiping the beast.
Yeah.
And globally.
So what is the beast? So if the image of Jesus Christ is the image, then if Jesus Christ is the image, then I want to know what the beast is to y'all. What is the beast? Then what is the beast then? I'm sincerely curious. What do you guys break down the beast is if that's the case?
Spreading Christianity globally so that everybody worships the image of the...
Globally, everybody is not worshiping Christianity, and that is just true. It's just true. Now you have a lot of people that are in Christianity. That's facts as well, right? Let's just look up something real quick. Let's just look up something. Global religions. Islam, right? Judaism, Hinduism, Christianity, Buddhism, Sikhism, Shinto, Jainism, all these different global religions, right? Major religious groups, Christianity. So if this is the case, how come this whole pie chart isn't blue? According to your logic, how come this whole pie chart isn't blue? You got Christianity, Islam, no religion, Hinduism, Buddhism, folk religions, All these different religions. And this is a small fraction compared to what people call religions, by the way. So according to what you just said, let's run it back.
Beast, the son's image. Them worshiping the beast.
Yeah.
And globally spreading Christianity globally so that everybody worships the image of the beast.
Globally spreading the religion of Christianity so that everybody worships the image of the beast. Explain why there's different religions then. If that's the case, how come Christianity isn't the only religion? How come they allow other religions? How come they have a religion to whereas not religion? How come they have an ideology of do what thou wilt? The land of the free, right? Don't they call this place the land of the free? So how come America and the religions with America, you have, matter of fact, let's look up another thing. How many religions are in America? Religions in America, right? Let's just take a look. Let's just see, you know what I'm saying, how many religions there really is, right? Mind you, you got different offshoots of different religions. You got Protestant. Right? Hold up. Let's look up another one of American religion. Let's take a look at the 2020 census. Since we're hey, right? White evangelical Protestant. Oh shit. Slovakian. What is going on here? See how Satan work? Oh boy. Anyways, let's just continue. I couldn't even exit the page. Like, it literally didn't even let me go back. But it's okay. We clearly see that there's not just Christianity isn't the only religion. We clearly see that Christianity isn't the only religion in the United States. And we clearly see that Christianity isn't the only religion in the world. We clearly see that. Right? Let's continue.
Everybody worships the white man. Go on. And he causeth. Now,
everybody's not worshiping the white man right now, man. Not everybody's worshiping Esau. If anything, according to the prophecies, what? The scripture says what? Let us beat our plowshares into swords and our spears and our pruning hooks into spears. What's that in Joel, the 3rd chapter? They getting ready to take down Esau, man. Esau's rule is getting ready to go down. Not everybody's worshiping the so-called white man right now. Come on, man. You don't see an image of white Jesus in China. You may have a couple places that show it, but that's not the primary religion in China, man. Now, you know what? Just to be fair, let's take a look at something. Primary religion in China. Just to be fair, because I don't want to idly speak either. It could be Christianity, but let's just see. It might be. Chinese Buddhism and folk religions. China has the world's largest Buddhist population. So in China, the primary religion in China is Buddhism. What about what about Russia? I don't know. I'm just, okay, religion in Russia is diverse, with Christianity, especially Russian Orthodoxy, being the most widely professed faith. We did have our people out there in Russia. There is majority Edomites out there. Let's go to primary religion in Japan. How about that? Let's see. Shinto and Buddhism are the two main faiths in Japan. How about Sudan? Islam, 90.7%. And Christianity is 5.4%. These are just examples, man. So what you're saying is not true. It's just not correct. We're proving it. I'm literally pulling facts.
Keep everything in context to what we're reading.
Yeah, keep everything in context to what you're saying. The Spirit bears witness. Keep everything in context to what you're saying, man. Because you're going off.
What was discussing? Because people jump off the horse. See, this is the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is the market chip.
Right.
The mark of the beast is now is the vaccine. This is the mark. No, keep it in context of what we're discussing.
So you're saying that it's not the mark of the beast, the MOTB isn't the microchip. But if you want to keep it the context of what you're saying, your context is incorrect. We just proved it. We just literally proved it. All you got to do is just rewind the video. Based upon what you said and going on the context of what you just said and going through the facts, you're incorrect. Let's listen to some more though, because he's about to start going in. When I say going in, you already know what I mean.
This is talking about global colonization, global dominion, global religion.
Global dominion and global religion. We just looked at a global scale, and Christianity doesn't fill the global pie chart, my brother. It doesn't.
Global politics.
Global politics. So is democracy running China right now? No. Now China and the beast, and China and Babylon do work coherently together for trade purposes. That is true. That is true. But we just read that China's global religion is Buddhism. That's something you gotta explain.
Worshipping of this man. This is what it's going to. Go on. And he causes all. Who's the he? The beast.
Yeah.
The white man.
He causeth all. The beast is the white man, right? It's a little bit deeper than that, but the Esau Edom is operating this beast system. I will say that. You just can't say that the beast is the white man. You got to, but hey, I understand.
Who's the all? Go to verse 7. The bottom of 7. It tells you who the all is. Read it.
So who is the all? Let's see. But matter of fact, let's grab it ourselves. Revelation 13:7. I'm having fun with this. This is fun. It's fun to edify. It's fun to tell the truth. It's fun to do these things. You got to be enthusiastic, man. This is fun. But this is deadly serious, man. So, verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. Right? And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. He's going to make war with the saints. 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. He's going to be like a madman sparing none. See? Come on, man. Precept must be upon precept. Let's hear what he say.
And power was given him over all kindreds, and tongues, and nations. All nations. China, Japan, France, wherever you go.
So my question to you, Captain Joel, is this. Instead of just saying the beast is the white man, break down entirely who this beast system is and what the beast system represents. What is this beast system and what does this beast system represent? I'm gonna leave that up to y'all.
India, Arabia. He had power over all kindreds, all nations, all tongues. Go on. And he calls them all. Verse 16. And he causeth all kindreds, all nations, and all tongues.
Okay, correct. Okay, let's continue.
That's what's going. So stop talking about individuals. Right. I'm not gonna be able to buy water. I'm not gonna be able to buy candy.
What? So you just contradicted yourself. You just contradicted yourself, man. So who is it talking about then? Are not kindreds people? Are not tongues in people? Do not the people make a nation? Think before you speak. Think. before you speak. Oh my goodness.
Your Caribbean islands, your Jamaicas, your Tobagos,
Oh my gosh. Who are people in these areas, bro? It's just that simple. Are people in these areas? Is it people? Yes. Yes, bro. Come on, bro. Stop. Stop reaching.
Trinidad's, your South Americas, your North America, your South Americas, your Central Americas. Go on. Rich and poor. Rich nations going to the European nations, the ones that colonize the poor nations.
No. It's talking about rich people. It's talking about all people, bro. It don't matter if you rich. It don't matter if you poor. It don't matter if you in jail. It don't matter if you free. Okay? It's talking about all people, bro. They're going to force all people to take this chip. And if you don't take this device, you are not going to be able to buy. You're not going to be able to sell. You are going to be cut off of society. And you see the infrastructure being set up. So if so my whole question is this, right? If John the Revelator seen this, right, and it's what let's hypothetically just say what you're breaking down is correct, even though we know it's incorrect, right? So explain what we see today. What is this? With the whole mandates and then the technology going into the COVID pass, all these different things, right? What is it? Did John see this? He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. You are going to be cut off and separated if you don't bow down to the image of the beast. And the image is what? They want to put a chip in you, man. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do.
The rich nations going into what? Your England, your US, your Russia, your Germany, your France, your Arabia. These are the rich nations. Why? They became rich off of what? Colonizing us.
And America really is in debt. Straight up. America's really in debt.
Mm-hmm. And that's why it says rich and what? And poor. Poor is your third world countries, the ones that were colonized, that were conquered.
Who are in these so America doesn't have poor people, bro? These so-called poor nations that you say they only have rich individuals? Is that what you're saying? Bro, stop. This is what happens when you try to go 3 deep. You sound foolish. You sound stupid. I'm not calling you stupid, Captain Joel. I'm not calling you dumb. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm saying that you sound foolish. You sound stupid because you do not know what you're talking about. As I say, as the saying go, man, you try to put 100 on 10, bro, just stop. You trying to go too deep.
That were enslaved. We're the poor nations. We're the third world nations. You're Ethiopia, Zimbabwe, Cuba, Brazil, El Salvador, Haiti. All these are poor nations.
Yeah.
Everybody has the mark. Everybody has been indoctrinated.
Whoa. Hold the presses, right? So everybody has the mark. Everybody has the mark. This is Revelation chapter 14. Like I said, I got nothing written down, man. I'm going strictly off the spirit. Revelation 14, verse... Let's start at verse 10. Let's start at verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image... Right? There's a reason why I'm emphasizing I'm getting loud. If any man worship the beast and his image, worship is proskuneo. Okay? What verse is this? Verse 9. Salaki, I had to just make sure because I want to get the lexicon here. Proskuneo, right? Image in accordance with the usage of the older and better writings, right? Let's go up a little bit more. Of homage rendered to God and the ascended Christ or Messiah, to heavenly beings and to demons, right? To worship. How do you worship the image of the beast? How do you worship the beast and the image? And mind you, it's giving you a distinction between three different things, by the way, right? And the third angel follows them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, we broke down the image earlier in the lesson. All you gotta do is rewind it if you need to, right? And receive his mark in his forehead or in his right hand. So the image, the beast, and the mark are all differentiated. Now, Captain Joel, you just said that all of us have received the mark. I'm going to rewind it back.
Everybody's Brazil, El Salvador, Haiti. All these are poor nations.
Yeah.
Everybody has the mark.
Am I lying? You heard it yourself. Everybody has the mark. That's what he just said it. I'm not lying. He just said it. Everybody has the mark. Let's go back to the scriptures. Verse 10. We just read, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his right hand or in his hand. It doesn't say right, by the way. It says or in his hand, right? So it could be either or your butt cheek, your big toe, your thigh, your arm, right? He just said everybody has the mark, right? Verse 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. So that means that we had no chance. If everybody has the mark, we're all going to be destroyed. Which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So according to your logic, Captain Joel, you just said everybody has the mark. So all of us, that means that everybody's going to be destroyed. According to your logic, if the image is Christianity and the mark is Christianity, everybody received the mark. Before coming into the truth, we all worship Jesus. That means that we will be destroyed. But according to the prophecy, it tells you that what? There's going to be 144,000 who are going to follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth, that's not going to receive the mark. So my question to you is this. If that's the case, is verse 9, is Revelation 14:10 wrong? You just said everybody had the mark. Continuing on.
Free, and everybody accepted their politics.
Right.
Everybody accepted their philosophy, their way of thinking, their lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's what it's going into. It's all in context to the whole chapter.
You are contradicting yourself, man. If everybody received the mark and everybody received his philosophies and things of that nature, like you're saying, that means that nobody would have a chance. That means that we would all be through. We would all die. The wrath of the Lord will be upon us. We've all been in Christianity. We've all been a part of this whole beast system at one point of our lives until what? Yahweh Bashmal Shah poured the spirit from understanding from on high down to us, and he has caused us to wake up. That's the only way. Hell, I was in Christianity. I don't know about nobody else, but if that's the case, then shit. Nobody would have mercy, man. Nobody will receive mercy if that's the case. According to your logic, again.
Go on. Free and bond. Free nations, meaning the free world. Your European nations, your colonizers, and bond.
No. You're wrong. Stop. It's not what it's talking about. Free and bond is talking about anybody who is free. Bond is talking about those who aren't free. It doesn't matter who you are. It don't matter if you're in jail. It don't matter if you're not in jail. This is going to be a global system. Why does the scriptures talk about how in Revelation 3:10, right? Revelation chapter 3 verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world. What is that hour of temptation talking about? The mandatory implementation of the MOTB. the RFID chip, to try them and do in the world. Why is it going to try everybody? Because everybody's lives are going to change. It's going to be a complete distinction. Either you're going to take the chip or you're not. And if you don't take the chip, this is what's going to happen. If you do take the chip, this is what's going to happen. And it's going to go down to death, life and death. And you clearly see the infrastructure being set up, my dude. Like, stop with the madness, bro. Stop. Like, you are reaching. Big time, you reaching. That's what it's talking about, free and bond. Everybody. Don't matter who you are. It don't matter if you Floyd Mayweather. It don't matter if you just a random Jake on the streets. That's what it's talking about.
Let's go to those nations that were enslaved by the European nations that are still slaves today that got the independence later on, like Haiti. These were bond nations. Haiti still owes money to France. Yeah. They're bondage. Mm-hmm. South America, bondage. Central America, bondage.
In debt you can never pay back.
Exactly. We're in debt that we can never pay back. That's the free nations, those that colonized us, and bond nations, those that were colonized. Mm-hmm.
No. And we just broke it down. You're incorrect again.
To receive a mark in their right hand. See, brothers talking about the microchip. Mm-hmm. What?
And they make it just so sound like it's just so far-fetched. Oh, brothers just talking about the microchip. Oh, the microchip. Oh. But what you saying is not making sense. According to the scriptures, you said everybody has the mark. If we just read Revelation 14, if you receive the mark, you're going to get the wrath of the Lord. So who's really making sense? Who's really making sense of what's going on here? Like I said, this ain't no attack on Captain Joel, and no. This is business. When it's about business, you keep it business. And when it comes to the business of the scriptures, you're incorrect.
So what do you think about your right hand? What is the importance or relevance of your right hand?
What, put it up to God?
Anytime you make an agreement, get second as
shake your hand.
Yeah, that's what's talking about right hand.
No, that's not what it's talking about, man. Okay, so if that's the case, how come they have RFID technology that people can put in their hands? What is that talking about? What is that then? Is that just something that's just random? Oh, matter of fact, woo! Hey, that just came to a precinct in my mind. Hey, call hello Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Call hello Yahweh Shem Shah. This just made me just think about this. This is Obadiah, chapter 1, verse I'm gonna start at verse 6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Right? Verse 7 is the point. All the men of thy confederacy, what is to be confederate with one is to mean to have agreement with one. So you use your right hand, as you say, right, to make an agreement and shake a hand and, do all these different things to make an agreement, right? Those that have been at confederacy with thee, Slaki, let me start over again. I started driving again, but I'm gonna park my car real quick because I just pulled up to my crib. So, but just if you don't mind, Akim and Akwat that are listening, just bear with me, Baba Kasha, if you don't mind. Okay, so it says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border, right? All your allies will turn against you. Now, for you to be an ally, that means that you have to have an agreement. So Revelation 17:16, where it says that the 10 horns shall hate the whore, what is that talking about? Is that were they not in agreement with the whore? Were they not in agreement with the right hand and confederacy and deals with America? Yes. Does that mean that your logic doesn't make sense, bro? It doesn't make sense. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. So the men who have used their right hand, air quotes, to make peace with you have deceived you. So the right hand is talking about the chip or talking about agreement. If that's the case, then what is this? Because the agreements that these different nations make with America, they're going to ultimately turn on America. Come on, man. and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. So those who have brought into these pacts with America, bought their weapons and their military and things of that nature. Not bought their military, excuse me, but bought their weapons, ate their bread, which is their sustenance, right? They're going to lay a wound under America. And you see these things happening with these different nations. There is none understanding in him. So according to your logic, the right hand is talking about pacts and deals and things of that nature. Then what is this? Because there's pacts and deals in America that these different nations made that they're going to break to fulfill prophecy. So is the Lord a liar, Captain Joel? Once again, continuing on.
When you agree, when you see on a political stage, when you see people go after they sign a
You
bill,
never shake with your left.
you always shake with your right hand.
Yeah.
I've seen people shake with their left hand. I personally have seen people shake with if they're left-handed. I've seen it. Once again, you're putting 100 on 10, and all you have to do is just stop. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. You don't know what you're talking about.
As a covenant,
Yeah.
as a seal, I agree with this.
Word is bond.
Yeah. If you don't agree, you don't shake hands.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Oh,
Everybody's voice.
It's a lot of things. Others that was, Muslim, and they don't, they left, they right.
And coming to Onias in deceit. Let's go. Let's go back.
You gotta stand on that.
Mm-hmm.
That before God.
Yeah.
Right hand, yeah.
So anytime you shake with your right hand, that's why it says, read that last part again.
Hold up.
Let's go. Because you make agreements, covenants. And coming to Onias in deceit, gave him his right hand with oaths. Gave him his right hand with oaths. Because you make agreements, covenants, and contracts, and oaths with your right hand.
Yeah.
Meaning you're in agreement with things. Let's go. Let's go back.
You gotta stand on that.
Mm-hmm.
That before God.
Yeah.
Right hand, yeah.
So anytime you shake with your right hand, that's why we just read everything upwards. Upwards in the verses, we went in verse 15, goes to the religion.
That's a lot of interpretation.
All right, here's the point that I wanted. Now listen to what this guy says in the background. Listen to what he says.
With the politics. You're in agreement? Because remember, we just read everything upwards. Upwards in the verses, we went in verse 15, goes to the religion.
That's a lot of interpretation for me, personally, but I see
He said that's a lot of interpretation for me personally. He's like, for me, this is a lot. Like, this is kind of confusing, right?
where you going.
Yeah, you see?
I understand.
You understand?
Yeah, that's heavy interpretation.
Yes. We're going to go further into it.
All right.
So verse 15.
Oh my goodness, man.
You're in agreement. The mark. A mark is something that's embedded in you, sealed in you.
So if the mark is sealed in us, man, we all would have no chance. Think about what you have to think about what the scriptures are saying. Like you say, context, right? Think about what you're saying, bro. If we all got the mark, we just read in Revelation 14 that the wrath of the Most High will be poured upon us if anybody worships the image and the beast and receives his mark. We literally just read in the scriptures, but all of us have the mark according to what you said. It's not that hard, but I'm just going based upon what you said, and I'm going based upon what the scriptures are saying. It doesn't add up. There's an elect. That have not worshipped the beast. Let me see. Not worshipped beast. Revelation 20:4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. It's talking about the elect, right? And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai. Why are they going to be beheaded? Because you're going to have guillotines come back for those who don't take the mark. And for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast. Now, we just read in Revelation 14 that those who worship the beast and worship his image and receive his mark are going to be drinking the cup of the wrath of the Lord, right? It says, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image. Mind you, members of the elect have worshipped Jesus Christ sometime in their past. Neither have received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. Now, you just said that everybody has received the mark, but it says here that the elect haven't. Now, who's true? Am I going to say the scriptures is true, or am I going to trust in what you saying? Because what you saying is wrong. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. That's a 1,000-year period where we're going to get the world back in order. But you just said everybody received the mark. But it says that here that they didn't receive the mark. So who's right and who's wrong? I'm going with the scriptures. I'm going with Revelation 20:4. I'm going with what John said versus what you're saying.
That's why you shake with your right hand. What do you agree with? Their religion in verse 15. What do you agree with? Their war tactics, their military.
Yeah.
That's why he says, people.
Oh my goodness, man. Salaki, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not. It's just funny because it's just like, man, like you're trying, and it's just like you're doing too much. You're trying, bro, but it's just like, stop, man. You don't know what you're talking about. And it's okay. If you sincerely don't know, it's fine. You just get to understand it, but like, goodness gracious, man.
You salute that flag. You stand up for that flag. You know why you salute and you stand up for that flag?
People taking knees now, man. What are you talking about? Oh my goodness, man. You got other countries burning the American flag. So what are you talking about?
What do you salute with? Your right hand.
Right.
What do you pledge with? Your right hand.
Right.
You pledge allegiance to what? The United States of America. Mm-hmm. And when you don't pledge, when you don't salute the flag, when you don't stand, what they always say?
Does everybody in every country salute the flag of America? No. They don't. All right, I'm at the hour mark. So, hey, if another brother, wants to go in and go some more into what he's saying, that would be your pa. That would be beautiful. But this is all I got. I can't, like Apostle Kabar said, I can't muster it no more. I can't muster it no more, man. Like I say, man, you try to put 100 on 10, and it's just, you're doing too much. But, hey, call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone taught us his truth, much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Shalom.